who will win the AI wars? And is Opus 4.6 better than the new release of OpenAI, ChatGPT 5.3? That's what we'll talk about today. But before, let me tell you where I am. I am right now in Puerto Morelos, in Quintana Roo, Mexico, in a little cafe called Aineda Cafe. And it's maybe the best interior garden in the whole town. Not the best cafe, but I love their platos de frutos. And very cool little table surrounded by vegetation. And there's also like electricity that pops out of the trees. So they did a very good job. And last in the last 2 days, there was the Super Bowl, and I don't know if you guys saw the attack by Claude on OpenAI, where there was like a big black guy, like all in shape, saying to a smaller guy, like, "Hey, do you want me to help you with your training?" Representing ChatGPT, and the guy was like, "Sure. What do you recommend?" And then it was like, "All right, I recommend this supplement. It's very great, blah blah blah." And then it cut and said like, "Ads are coming to AI." That was an attack on OpenAI, saying that they are open to ads, which, to be honest, as they should, because their business model of subscription based, fighting against Google with their subscription based business model. I don't believe in it. I am very, very skeptic. But they do have like a billion users who are already liking their like little icons and the way that it answers and everything. It was a good product. It's still a good product, but now we can see that, like, I mean, Gemini is as good and Claude is as good. But in terms of coding, I guess the two leaders right now are OpenAI with Codex and Anthropic with Claude. And they both had released within 20 minutes of each other the other day. And so the news became kind of who's the best. So I have a few quotes to read you. The Prime Agent, famous Twitch programmer, said, with Codex 5.3, the framing is an interactive collaborator. You steer it, you steer it mid execution, you stay in the loop, and you course correct as it works, which is pretty cool. With Opus 4.6, he says, the emphasis is the opposite, a more autonomous, agentic, thoughtful system that plans deeply, runs longer, and asks less of the human. And end of quote. And to be honest, that's what I am waiting for the AI to really be doing. Uh, I was programming for many years. Now I'm more of a manager, and the thing that I need to do with employees is always to unblock them. Like, are you blocked? Are you blocked? You need to be unblocked. And I keep unblocking my AI. The AI comes back to me and I say, okay, do 200 runs all night. And he does three and comes back to me. I did three. Like, is it good to continue? I'm like, yeah, stop asking me. And OpenClaw, which is a open source software that we will have a chance to talk about because I've been experimenting with it a lot, is the less blocked software piece that I've seen. It's always unblocking itself, for better or worse. But it's not a frontier model. This still relies on frontier model, and it was coded on actually Codex, OpenAI. He said, Peter, the developer of OpenClaw, said that he would have had a hard time developing it with Cloud Code. Few more quotes about the two releases that we've had. Andre Carparty said, this is easily the biggest change to my basic coding workflow in 2 decades of programming. I went from 80% manual coding to 80% agentic coding in the course of a few weeks. It's no longer about using a model, it's about orchestration engineering. And I agree. It's very like easy now to build things, as long as you have like a technical level of, I'd say, like an acceptable technical level. I mean, for those guys who are like chief engineers, they're incredible. They're ahead of everyone in terms of building things. But I mean, if you have a good, for example, design skills, you can build beautiful things. And if you have a good managerial skills like me, well, you can build a lot of things. So the race is on, guys, and don't miss it. Don't miss it. Few more quotes. So every.to benchmark said Opus 4.6 has a higher ceiling but higher variance. Hand it a vague goal and it explores, investigates, and converges. It figures out what you mean. Codex 5.3 is the workhorse. It does what you say, faster and more reliably. On the hardest e-commerce tests, Opus shipped the full implementation while Codex produced a beautiful design but missed the entire logic for the checkout flow. And as you can see, in terms of my goals, which is like to unblock the AI and to have it work 24/7 because it's not a human, okay? It's a machine. It doesn't need to sleep. Well, Anthropic with Claude and Opus 4.6 seems to be ahead in longer tasks and less blocking factor. On Reddit, an engineer said Codex 5.3 is finally fast. It used to be painfully slow, but with the 30% speed boost, it's my reviewer. My daily driver used to be Cloud Code with Codex as a reviewer, but now I'm flipping that. I trusted the code from Codex 5.3 more, even if Cloud's environment is better. So, my take is that, I mean, at this point, they're pretty equal. They're great products to build things. One will be more block, one will be more beautiful, the other will understand more. I mean, we're like right now, it's very close. Well, um, so what I would say is pick one or pick all of them, honestly, and practice. Go out to practice because the timeline of how fast these things get better at building things is shrinking. It's not like, oh, I'll wait till it's stable and I'll then pick it up. By that time, there will be people who can just build things like they had a team of 10,000 engineers working for them, and it will be a little late because right now there is opportunity and there is value to be captured. Only I'd say that the people who are practicing, and I wish I would be practicing more. Last week we were in Puerto Vallarta and I had a little pool and I made myself a little office in that pool and I was practicing a lot. Now for the last 5 days we have been more in vacation mode and I have been practicing less. And now I'm thinking maybe we go back to Puerto Vallarta. I don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, guys, I think that we are in a pivotal point and that you should take an AI, practice with it. And if you want more, my recommendation, well, I'll tell you what I will be practicing with. It would be Claude more than the others. I use Claude and then I use Gemini to unblock me with Claude. The reason is that I like their environment in terms of cloud co-work, which is like automation of more mundane tasks. Not really like building software with it, but more like answering email, unsubscribing, and managing calendars and stuff. And that I really like. And it's also safe-ish, more than OpenClaw, where I've been using OpenClaw and I've been wiping my computer 3 times. Because I don't trust what I've been installing on my computer. And so I created a throwaway email account, but at some point you need to put a credit card. OpenClaw is dangerous, it's fire, but it's also good to practice with. In the meantime, guys, it was a pleasure. I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.